are hanging out here today with Joshua with the Discover Crypto channel, and just excited to be out here at Bitcoin 2024 in Nashville, Tennessee, enjoying an incredible networking event. This is actually your guys's pad here that we're hanging out at, right?
Yeah, it's thank you guys for coming too. It's been an absolutely amazing turnout. I could not be happier.
I agree, man. This has been a lot of fun. We've met some incredible people. There's a lot going on here. What are you the most excited about? You know, you and your team, you pulled out all the stops. You got this, basically the social media house that everybody is coming to record content. What are you the most excited about in crypto right now?
I'd have to say, honestly, just the energy in general. This is giving me 2021 Bitcoin Miami vibes, which we haven't had in years. That was like the greatest conference. So seeing the amount of energy that's in Nashville has been absolutely amazing. And of course, just what I'm excited for right now is just the future of Discover Crypto. We've been absolutely crushing it in terms of, the rebrand that we've had. And it's been really exciting to see how many newcomers are coming back into crypto. That bear market was brutal. It felt like it was an extra 8 years, even though it was only a span of, 2. It's good to see new faces coming back into this, and you're seeing that at this conference. It's a lot of first timers that have never been to a conference before, and so seeing them, engage with us at these, at this level, very inspiring, very inspiring.
I agree, man. You made a good point. One of the interesting things about this last bear market that you just kind of made me realize is it was brutal, but I think part of the reason it was brutal for me was because it was so unexpected. I was really in the camp of Bitcoin is going to run up to at least 100 grand during the last cycle. And so when it hit 68, and then kind of, back in the beginning of 2022, when it dropped back to 40, I just thought it was one of those normal retracements and it was going to go rocketing back up, and it never did. Is that part of what was so brutal for you? Did you get kind of caught off guard at all by that?
Yeah, I think it comes back to the psychology of markets. It's when retail thinks it's over, it's not over. And so, we got that sell off to 40K, and then FTX and 3 Arrows Capital and Celsius, and it was just back to back to back to back. And there was a point when we were at $15,000 Bitcoin, and I really, I'll never forget this because I've never stopped streaming through this cycle. Was like, guys, we're at 15K, we were at 65. Like now's the time, right? Like I'm at least DCAing. We know there's going to be a bounce at some point. And when we were at 15K, everybody was screaming for 3K. I saw technical analysts come out and being like, oh, we're going to go down to $800 again.
Right.
And I'm like, all right, I think we've hit that max sphere at this point. After FTX collapsed, it was like, okay, what's bigger than FTX? Really nothing. And so after we saw 3 Arrows and everything collapse, it was like, okay, let's start building back. But when that happened, it broke crypto. NFTs became dead. I mean, still to this day, if I say NFT loud enough, you're gonna have people behind the cameras cringing. They're like, it's like eating McDonald's. You're like, that's probably not gonna hit well later. It's like,
right.
And so you've lost this like sense of that culture that existed in 2021, but it's came back, and we're seeing that in meme coins. Unfortunately, meme coins are a huge access point for that adoption. And again, you have regular individuals like that we call them crypto normies. They're the first time, the first cycle. They don't know it goes up and down like crazy. And you're seeing that at this conference. First timers that are like, hey, I've been watching you for a year. Hey, I got into crypto in 2022, which just blows my mind. It's like, holy smokes, we're aging like crazy here. And it's a good energy. It's a good energy.
Awesome, man. I'm always telling my friends and my family that over the next 6 to 9 months, in my opinion, we have this window of opportunity, and that I feel like kind of everything is conspiring for us to just have a massive bull run. I know that October through April was fun and a little unexpected. I was one of the last guys to believe that we were going to see a new all-time high before the halving. But how do you feel? Do you see the next 6 to 9 months as an opportunity for folks to really create some incredible wealth in the crypto markets? What do you think?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I have a very conservative outlook on this, though. So, in kind of a contrarian perspective, and that's we are 8 months ahead of schedule. We hit all-time highs before the Bitcoin halving. That's unprecedented. That's never happened. Now, of course, if you adjust it for inflation, we technically haven't hit all-time highs, but retail expects that. So what's retail saying again this cycle? Oh, 100K easy, 150K easy, 200K easy. You know, this is where we're heading. My biggest worry is that comparable to 2021, this is no longer traditional crypto. This is an ICO season. We have tens of thousands of competitors now. In 2021, you had Polygon Matic. That was your largest layer 2. Maybe 3, 4 other competitors. Harmony One, Zilliqa, Solana. Technically, that's not even a layer 2, but it was a competitor. You know. Now it's like Aptos, Tia, Sui, Say. You know, you can go on and on and on with how many VC products are into this. And so my thoughts are like, it really comes down to the elections. And a lot of people don't like this. They don't like to get political, but the problem is crypto is political. It is a libertarian built infrastructure that was to replace a government, right? That is as libertarian as it gets. And now we're broken past that. BlackRock's in the space, Wall Street's here. Everybody wants Larry Fink and everybody be like, oh, we're pro crypto. They're welcoming Wall Street back into this industry. And so my biggest fear is that retailers come into this market doing the same thing we did in 2021, expecting $100,000 Bitcoin. I would say 150K is that this cycle. They're gonna come in at 100. I do think that's gonna be the top. And I don't think it's the top as we go back to a 15K ever. It's just more, you know, it's a slower process. And there's gonna be a point where Bitcoin's at a, $5-6 trillion market cap. You're not gonna get bull runs like we've had, right? This is your last chance. This is the last chance to take advantage of an emerging asset class that has very little to unknown regulation before it is heavily regulated. The only way I think we see another bull run that could be like, what we've seen is, unfortunately, if the Democratic Party wins and they're anti-crypto and they completely wreck our economy next year. If we see a wrecked economy over there, maybe we get another one. But if not, I see pro-crypto legislation. We have Bitcoin ETFs, we have Ethereum ETFs, I expect Solana ETFs, I expect DeFi ETFs, I expect that all to roll out over the next 3 to 4 years. You're late once that happens.
Right. I agree, man. I agree. You heard it here. Well, probably not first, but you heard it here on the Infinite Crypto YouTube channel. Make sure to go and subscribe to Discover Crypto. The link will be in the description. Thank you very much for being with us today,
Thank you
Joshua.
so much, Brad. It's been a pleasure having you guys.
God bless.
We'll see you soon.
Awesome.